crazy.
Okay, well, that was weird. We're back. So, I think we're back. Hopefully,
That's
otherwise
weird.
we just talk to ourselves for about 15 minutes. But anyway.
It is good that we're recording. Right? That's weird.
It was really weird. If we didn't record before this,
Well,
something weird just happened. We were kind of in mid conversation, and all of a sudden,
The camera
camera
stopped.
went. Yeah, I said good day.
Yeah, pretty much. It went.
So this is either a continuation or surprise. Hello, we're just starting. But anyway, kind of to sum up, we were talking about a family member who had been like really obsessed with
The correct date of Jesus' birthday.
Yeah, the exact date of Jesus' birth, and how like if we didn't know, then we were worshiping on the wrong day. And my point was, well, we're not worshiping the day, we're worshiping the person, the being. So it doesn't matter if his birthday is in June or December, just the fact that you're appreciating his birth and celebrating his birth is the point. It's like you're missing the whole point. But I know it. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm thinking still.
Okay, then I'll babble.
Okay, thank you.
Like,
I had the thought and then it disappeared.
Yeah, you'll have to like interrupt me because otherwise I'll babble on and on.
Okay.
But I know it's like a huge topic, especially now, and because there's this whole thing where December 24th or 25th. I don't even know.
I remember my question.
Okay.
So I need to study my Bible because I should probably know this. But does the Bible have Jesus' birthday? Is it written anywhere where the exact date?
It doesn't have the exact date, but that was part of our conversation too, because it hints at a certain time of year, because the events that were taking place, like that census that they were in Bethlehem for, only took place at certain times a year. However, their calendar is not the same as our calendar now.
Yeah.
So it's like, a mind cluster.
I realized that as I was asking it. I'm like, jeez.
No, you're fine.
Of course it's not going to be the same and we're going to have to guess.
People a lot smarter than me are debating this, which, again, like, I don't know why it matters.
It is fascinating.
It's fascinating.
Does the Bible... Okay, here's a better question. Does the Bible specify that we need to worship on the correct day? Or
It doesn't say we're supposed to worship on that day at all.
Okay. It's just a remembrance.
Exactly.
Or an extra day to
celebrate.
Remind yourself, in remembrance.
Yeah, and that's what I think people miss. It's especially people who are not in the faith. They're just like, it didn't really happen, or actually, I don't think they argue that.
They say that we aren't worshiping on the
right day,
and that it's a what is Christmas? Some people
pagan.
say it's pagan
Pagan.
because of some of the traditions involved.
Which it is. They're not wrong. There are aspects of it. I mean, like from my history class, like the whole Christmas tree. Yeah. Although the way
Santa. There's different versions of Santa as well.
Well, that's true too.
Anyway,
and the whole what's the
Krampus.
Yeah. What is that?
I was picking it up.
Yeah.
You threw it down. I picked it up.
So yeah, there's that. But yeah, that's missing the whole point. And then there's like super duper Christians who are like, if you celebrate Christmas, then you would celebrate a pagan holiday.
Christian isn't that uptight. Being a Christian is not that uptight.
Well, we're not supposed to be. Like, we gotta stop arguing with each other. We gotta stop focusing on, like, man's interpretation of things and just focus on Jesus.
Well, what was Pastor... I can't remember. What was our pastor talking about? There's 3 different ways to interpret the Bible. I wish I could remember them. I should have wrote them down. Did you write them down?
I think I might have.
I think you did.
Was it this week's or last week's?
It was last week's.
Well, he talked about pre-trib, mid-trib, and post-trib.
Yeah, my God, maybe you wrote it down on your...
Oh, idealist.
Go ahead.
It's your notes. Preterist. And, there's 4. I don't think that's right.
Historist?
Historist? I don't think that...
Historist?
Okay. Historist? Is that even a word? Okay, that's what we're going with.
I think so.
And futurist.
If we're wrong, feel free to...
Yeah.
Put it in the comments or something.
Yeah.
So that we know what we're talking about.
But yeah, those were the different... Yeah. So, you're right.
And
But
I can't. Which one did he say he prefers? There's one that he recommends we relate to. Oh wait.
I think it. I don't remember. I wrote it. I think maybe.
I think he's more of a futurist.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what the different views are. Ideal, and then you can figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
Idealist is more like allegorical, a spiritual view regarding Revelation, and the Bible. For example, like Catholics and Protestants, this is their primary view. And then there's the preterist,
Yeah, I think
I'm
that
sorry if
sounds
that's wrong.
right.
and that's that all prophecy has already happened, and Revelation already happened as well. So, like, we're living out, like, the second coming already.
Yeah.
The historist is prophecy is an overview of history, and the Bible is constantly changing, which I don't know that I.
He was. Yeah, I don't agree with that either. But he was saying that that's happening right now. That's why there's like the churches are dividing right within their own. Yeah, I think so.
And then there's the futurist, which is Revelation equals prophecy, and prophecy equals the future. But
I think that's what
yeah, symbols
that's
are
how
found
he
in the
thinks
Bible,
you should
and the Bible speaks for itself. Yeah.
pretty much.
But
Don't overthink it. I think is the
that's
point.
the thing too. Yeah, it's
Don't
cool.
overthink the Bible. I think
Yeah.
that's his point. I'm
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was gonna say it. Yes, it's cool to know the historical facts. Is it important? Probably. We should know the history of it. Does it make a difference on whether or not I believe in Jesus or love Jesus? Nope, it doesn't really matter. But yeah. Anyway, to each his own. But
I have a bunch of books that one of our family members had that I got the privilege of picking out some. I grabbed a bunch of them, but I couldn't, and then she told me that he was very, very interested in knowing everything there was. He had a bunch of them. I have a couple left still. And I'm wondering if I should read them. Not yet! Bye! Love you!
sorry, intruder alert! Intruder alert!
What was I gonna say?
Oh, the family member.
Oh, just, yeah. I think that would be fascinating to read some of the books he has, because I think one
Except
of
for
them
the
is-
ones.
Yeah, I got rid of that one. I Googled it, and basically, even people that are interested in that stuff highly recommended that I do not read it.
Yeah.
And get rid of it. Burn it! Don't let it get into someone else's hands.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I really wanted to because I like knowledge, but I decided
That's
to pick
probably
the
the
same.
evil one. Yeah, putting that out there.
I
for
try.
you.
I practiced some self-control, but there is one that's called the Lost Books of the Bible, which I think I'd be interested in reading that.
Which it was another discussion we had too, because like some of the
He did talk about that, didn't he?
what the heck?
Because of how there's so many different versions of the Bible now that a lot of it has gotten left out.
No, I mean, what are they called? Like the
I don't remember the scrolls.
No, like the Enoch. It's they're
Yeah.
Anyway, for like they're forbidden or like apocryphal. Haha! I can word. The apocryphal text is like the Book of Enoch, but like I read the Book of Enoch.
Where do you read that?
I found it online, which
I want
could be
to-
right, could be wrong.
Right.
You
That's
could
why I want to read the book.
go to the library. I'm sure that
Okay.
they probably have it, but
For
it's
how long?
yeah. I mean, Enoch was a real person in the Bible, so I don't understand why his book. But
they
here's
must have just determined it not necessary.
here's the thing. Well, the original Bible that was made, basically, someone in charge of, and I don't know if it was before Catholicism or not. So if anybody knows, correct me. But basically,
back.
someone. Okay.
Or
Go ahead. I'll
Okay.
keep babbling.
Okay.
You
Good?
you handle the minions. Someone in charge of the church back in the day chose what books to include and what books not to include. So, which is not fair because they, man man. See,
I made the right choice there.
Made the choice of what books were important and what weren't. So I'm assuming like the very first Bible, and that's the other thing too. Like the Bible wasn't the Bible. Like when the Hebrews had it and the Jews, when the Jews had it, it was scrolls. So it wasn't a Bible. It was like you read scrolls, and they only had 4 of them. It was Abraham. I'm gonna get this wrong, so any of my Jewish friends correct me. It was like Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Elijah, maybe.
I don't know.
Something like
I know nothing.
Anyway, and then like I was telling them, later on, somebody in the church, and I don't know if it was before Catholicism or not, but somebody made the choice of what books to put into the Bible to make the actual Bible, and what to keep out, which like I was telling them, I don't think is necessarily fair. And then for you to go out and tell everybody, do not read the rest of these because we deemed them not okay.
But what are you? Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interject.
So like, I've always been told that the Bible is sacred in the fact that you cannot. God won't allow it to be
Added to
or right, which is also why I think it's probably up to your own intuition or whatever. That's why the other books are still available. You can still find them and read them.
Here's the thing
But-
with that though, the Bible wasn't the Bible. It says God's word. So it doesn't necessarily say that you can't add or subtract from the Bible, because the Bible didn't exist.
Yeah.
You're just not supposed to add or subtract from God's word. So
Which you can't do.
Yeah.
It's from what I was told, it's not, it is sacred. It can't be changed.
which is why like I was always told, oh, don't, the Catholic Bible is bad because they have books in there that like
They changed
are
it.
not, then they changed a whole bunch of
Yeah.
things. And then I listened to like a podcast that a Catholic priest puts out, and he explains things so well, and I agree with what he said. It's like, why would you not want to learn more?
Yeah.
Learn all you can. And he was like, I feel sorry for everyone who did not grow up reading these extra books, because you miss out.
There's extra things in there that people need.
Yeah, exactly. And it's more like the books that they have that we don't have, from what I gleaned from his explanation.
So what does he practice? What does he call his religion?
He's a Catholic.
He's a
He's
Catholic.
a priest. Yeah.
And they have all those extra books.
Mm-hmm. The Catholic Bible does. Well, no, they don't have the Book of Enoch because that's an apocryphal text. But they have a couple other ones, like 2 or 3, maybe 4. I don't remember. But they're like other, like people from the Bible, like like we have the Book of Job. It's like books like that. So it's not the apostles, but it's other important people that told stories about Jesus and God after.
So you're saying I need to get a copy of all of these?
Yeah.
Catholic, Lutherans are kind of
The
they have
same.
these. The same
Basically,
type of
the Catholic Bible is the only extra one that you need, unless
Okay.
you want to look up like the Book of Enoch, which
I
I'm
do.
saying I thought it was
do.
cool.
I
thought it
want
was
to read it.
because it explains like a lot of like, if you really want to know about like Nephilims and things
Yeah.
like that, Book of Enoch. And now I'm not like,
I'm just looking it up.
no, you're fine. I'm just trying to. You don't want like all the people out there to go, ooh,
What?
she's reading, or she's telling us to read something that's.
Well, we're not telling anyone
No,
to do anything.
We're
We're just.
I kind of did, but
Well,
I thought it was
we
cool.
are just discussing.
Suggesting if you would like to know more. I don't know why it could hurt, but what do I know?
It's not gonna hurt. But what? I brain farted. Wait, maybe it will hurt. I don't remember what I was talking about. What's hurting? Maybe it will. I don't know. I forget. It's been a long day.
Well, we could switch and talk about miracles too, which was
Yeah.
the other like
We should.
we had a family member have like,
It was
I'm not
near-
kidding
a
you,
near-death
near
experience.
no, not near death.
She was.
Dead,
Yeah.
came back to life. Like doctor
Wasn't
said,
supposed to.
Yeah.
He said it was clinically impossible.
clinically impossible.
Didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he actually told us to he didn't say go get a priest, but he basically meant go get a priest because she was not supposed to be here anymore because of many issues, and I don't want to get too personal because I need to respect her privacy as well and her family's. But like the whole thing that started happening in my mind was everybody was like, oh my gosh, it's a miracle, it was so cool. And in my head I'm like, wasn't that what y'all prayed for? Why are you so surprised? Because in my head it's like, because God says, you know, ask and it shall be given to you. Ask anything in my name and it shall be given to you. Does that mean that every time we pray and ask for something that it's going to happen? No. Sometimes
I was going to say, but I don't know how to put it in words without it coming off wrong.
Well, sometimes the answer is no.
Sometimes
just like a parent.
That is not your fate.
Destiny, yeah.
Right. Which I don't know.
Not God.
I don't know if it's necessarily destiny, but it isn't. Sometimes it is just not your destiny or your fate to get your answer, the answer that you want. Like sometimes I'm just like, I don't understand. Sometimes you just need to
let go. And
nobody wants to accept
a no,
a close or nobody wants to lose somebody that they love.
No,
but that's inevitable. Like we were just talking about that too. It is inevitable, and it's.
I just was feeling very weird because I was like, is there something wrong with me that I'm not like on board with? Like literally everybody else was like, this is so cool, it's a miracle, and I'm just like,
I was in the same boat as you. I mean, obviously I was happy and relieved.
Yeah,
but I completely understand what you're saying. Like, we've all been praying. I had people at my job praying. I had close friends praying. I had people that I'm pretty sure don't even believe in God praying. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, but like you said, sometimes the answer is no. I mean, like our uncle,
a lot of the time,
passed
the answer
away
is no.
from COVID. Yeah, and we were all praying, but it is. I mean, that's the way it is sometimes, and I hate to be cliche, but everything happens for a reason. And I know, like we've had pastors in the past say that we shouldn't say that to people because they're hurting, and that's not okay to say. And I agree, but I disagree because God does have a plan, and no, like God's not standing up there going, hey, you get to die, you get to live, and you get to die, because
I don't think it's
God doesn't kill people.
No, I think that's probably like the
That's not, I mean, everybody has their time, and when it's your time, it just is what it is.
But it was a miracle, though.
I don't think
I've ever, other than when my sister, that was rough. But like, I've had some of my own things happen to me where I'm just like, wow. Especially when I was younger, if I prayed for something, it almost just simple things like bravery or patience or a friend, you know, which I don't think those aren't real prayers. I don't think like praying for and wishing for things like a friend or object, those aren't really, I don't think I'm learning. It's something I learned this year. That's not really a prayer. I'm still learning how to properly pray, but my point is
there is no proper way to pray. I mean,
I heard somewhere that you're supposed to just start talking to him like a friend. Or like someone you're trying to get to know, because that's literally what you're doing. So that's what I have been doing. I've just been talking to him like, you know, an acquaintance. And it's starting to become, you know, like I know I'm supposed to trust him with everything. Obviously, he's not going to tell anyone anything, because...
Right? Yeah. Who's it going to tell?
It's like a dog. You know? That sounds bad. Oh my gosh! Do you see what I did there? I'm so... Wow. It is, though. What? It is. Listen.
Compared God to a dog.
I don't think she got the joke.
Why? Because dog is God backwards.
I knew. Like. Okay, but listen. A dog's loyal.
We're really
love
sorry.
You. No, I'm not sorry. He knows what I mean. They love you. All right. I guess I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Go ahead with your heathen.
I know there's people out there that are picking up what I'm throwing down.
I get what you mean.
God's like, oh dear Lord.
Almighty creator of heaven and earth and all of us, it's just compared to a dog.
My point is, he's like your best friend.
I get it, yes. I get you.
But better than a best friend.
knows. He knows.
I know he knows.
He knows, darling.
No.
But,
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to talk to him about this later.
I'm sorry, I did not mean that.
Yes, I did.
Not the way it came out.
Right. We don't have to
No.
post this one.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Because we's real.
Listen, God puts words, I just say them. And then I give. Never mind.
Oh, that's like all y'all. This was it last weekend, or was it last weekend that you didn't go to church with me? Everybody,
Yeah, it
everybody,
was last weekend.
everybody is giving the lame excuses why they can't go to church on Sunday. I don't
We
know.
slept through our alarm.
Is that? Oh, Claire too. Oh, we were totally gonna go.
Claire was here, wasn't she?
I said.
Oops.
Anyway, yes, children. I slept through my alarm. Or, yeah. Literally.
We woke up like 15 minutes before we were supposed to be at the church, and I was like,
Mm.
nope.
Yeah, and my response was, yeah. Just,
And my
God,
excuse-
the typical parent, nobody calls. And
I had you even said so. My excuse was better than the
Yeah,
other
I
ones.
know. Yeah,
I've been going to extra by choice. I've been going to
But we're
extra Bible study.
we're supposed to. We're not supposed to just go on Sunday. It's
I
supposed to be.
know.
We're supposed to have a relationship with God
Right.
every day.
Yeah. Well, it's starting to get exciting for me because I think I'm finally finding my faith again. So, in it, I'm literally rebuilding a friendship, a relationship. I like to call it friendship. Friendship sounds better to me, with Jesus and God.
I'm sorry. I thought you totally hurt my stomach. And
I did hear your stomach. I was ignoring it. You just made it weird.
We may need to cut this short because my stomach's singing the song of her people. Okay.
I thought are you hungry? Because you just ate.
Nope. That's
Ah.
not.
Things are moving.
Yeah, so we might have to cut this short because I might have to powder my nose.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's been good talking to y'all, and hopefully we get another podcast after podcast, whatever this is. Faster next time, other than the 2-3 month break in between, but
We'll get more organized.
Yeah. I did do a small rant the other day, but I'm trying to decide whether I want to post it or not because A, I don't know if YouTube is going to let me because of the topic, and B, I also don't want people to be like, you hate people. So I'm going to think about that, but yeah. So there may be just a little small blurb from me.
that might
Babble.
be something you could post on Instagram. Because that's what we'll have this
Maybe.
discussion later.
Oh, and like, I think our goal, if we get I don't know, I haven't even talked to you about this, but I think if we get like 100 people following us, I think we should set up an email so you guys can email us like things you want us to talk about or answer. Or...
Yeah.
And then,
I
yeah,
was gonna talk to you about something else too regarding this account, but continue.
Oh, and then I
Maybe
was just
what?
gonna say maybe like an Instagram or Facebook page too.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Anyway, all right.
yeah, but the goal is 100 subscribers first.
Bye.